Have you ever wanted to live your dream as a DJ? Well, today you'll find out how with our guest tonight, Hawks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on tonight. We appreciate you.
It's an absolute pleasure. I'm your host, Kevin.
And I'm your co host, Brian. And I just want to highlight for everyone this dope hat I got on right now. This can be found from our friends at Barely Tamed. You can find the link in the show description. Barely Tamed, SoCal, Southern California.
Welcome to the show, Hawks. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. Man, you're living the dream, doing what you love. So, yeah, just to dive into it a little bit, prior to you becoming a DJ, what were you doing?
I'm here as an international student in California. I currently go to a junior college. I was finishing off my cybersecurity degree.
Oh, wow.
I had come here to play college basketball and then just sort of veered away from sports and then just was focusing on my career in cybersecurity. And then now I'm solely doing music and
Wow.
DJing. It's just in a matter of a couple months.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people in tech, they also dabble in music. So was there any like correlation there that kind of,
No, I don't have a background in tech anyway. I was sort of just doing it because I knew it could get me a nice job. I was originally a psychology major.
Yeah.
I sort of stopped doing that to
The same here. I was pursuing psychology and philosophy in college, and then I dropped out, moved to California with a band, and
sick.
Now I'm in New York where my family's at. So it's you never know what's next. You just kind of gotta roll with the punches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's been wild. It's been like a complete lifestyle change. Like basketball became like my job when I was here. It was like practice, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Long days, and I was just spending my free time recovering, and like DJing was always just a side hobby for me. And then now it's my job, and basketball is my hobby.
So can you kind of walk us through like how did you go from basketball player to now like renowned DJ that's recognized all over the country?
Yeah, so it was a luck, really. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of DJs online who, and artists who produce music. They all like promote their stuff, and they promote it well as well. But like I was fortunate enough to just randomly post this, silly little video with my girlfriend where I teach her how to DJ, and that sort of, a lot more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, able to get me signed by a label, like my music to
wow.
Everything recognized internationally, which was awesome. Allowed me to sort of grow my profile from something small to something that could be a full-time career, which is pretty sick.
That's insane.
So yeah, kind of had this idea, and you just posted it, and it went viral, and that propelled your career. Awesome.
Like you're saying, luck.
Yeah, it was literally luck. Like
you got lucky.
I had 150 followers in February on my DJ account, and
wow,
posting every day just for fun, and then like 200 and something thousand on Instagram, and
so that happened within months.
Yeah, like
wow,
like 2 weeks, I think I had 100K.
Whoa.
And then
so that must have been like mind blowing.
Yeah.
When like you log into your Instagram, you're like, oh man, like I just went from 1,000 to 150K or whatever.
Yeah, surreal. Just like seeing names that I've always like seen online, seeing them interact with the content too was just pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Chris, like I was on his story, like I clicked on Chris's story, I saw my face. I'm like, what?
Like, was there anything in particular you were doing on your videos to kind of make it more viral, or was it just like
I don't know. It's because TikTok and Instagram have two completely different audiences. Like TikTok, they like the more silly stuff, and then Instagram more likes when it's like a good mix. Yeah, like the one that blew up on Instagram the most was I think it was Area Codes by Ludacris, from DNA by Kendrick Lamar. and that one went super viral, but didn't do as well on TikTok. And then I think it was like day 7 on TikTok, which is like a really silly New York one. Oh no, sorry, Chicago. It was a Chicago, like Frank Sinatra. It was a hard cut, completely did not sound right. And that went like mega viral on TikTok. That had, it's probably like 40, 50 million.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just, yeah, it changes. So dabble in a bit of both.
No, that's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool to hear. I mean, because like for me, I've done music for most of my life. I'm a drummer. Started when I was 14. Moved to LA with an indie rock band at 22. That didn't pan out. The band broke up, as you know, usually happens. So then I became a session musician. I was doing just like session drums for different people in the studio, live. But I really didn't enjoy it that much. So I ended up coming back to New York where my family's at.
So you're like, at what point did this really become real for you to where you're like, okay, I'm gonna drop everything else and I'm gonna go all in on this because it just, just blew up. So
yeah, I don't know. I think when I was able to start profiting off it, I think the first couple of weeks, like, I don't know, I was probably didn't even see $1 for the first few weeks, even though I was racking in millions of views. It was only when certain brands started reaching out that I was able to profit off, and I'm like, oh wow, this is could be a thing. And then also when I started getting booked more locally, I had never DJ'd at a club before I blew up, but I'd been DJing.
Wow.
I'd been selling clubs for like years actually to try and get booked, but I would never receive a response. It would just bounce back, or I would get some emails that just said straight up no.
Yeah, no, we're not going with you.
Yeah, like it's hard to get a booking when you've never had one before and you don't have much.
So yeah, so what does that look like now? Like if you hit up a venue now, what's the consideration like?
I've the last 4 weeks I actually have a weekend off this weekend, but the last 4 weeks I've had like 2 bookings a week.
Wow.
And I was able to open a couple weeks ago. I was able to open for Ian Asher, who sold out. It was like 2,000 tickets in an outdoor event, and I was direct opener for him.
Oh wow!
Like I was just never expecting this to be actually a thing. It was always what I wanted to do, but I didn't know.
It's kind of how life is sometimes. Like you're going down a certain street and you're like looking to your right, looking to your left, like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going, just gonna keep cycling. But then like, a truck just comes in, blocks your way, and it's like, okay, now I gotta go left. And that's kind of what it sounds like for you. Like you're on this totally different track, basketball and all that. And then all of a sudden online, it's like you're just blowing up, and it's like, okay, let me take this like seriously,
Yeah, absolutely. I even stopped doing my sort of pursuing my degree as well, just because it was so demanding. The work was so demanding that I sort of had to pick if I'm gonna like really put all my eggs into this and like just see what I can get out of it. Like I felt like if I half-assed it, I wouldn't have got as far. So I think it was beneficial that I dropped it. And my degree that I was doing here anyway is available back home in Australia, and it's like a 1-year degree and it's free. So I knew I could go back and do it anytime anyway. But yeah.
Well, it sounds like you kind of had your like Tupac, Mike Jones moment before when you went to the clubs. You're like, nah, but now all of a sudden you're hot. Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was able to headline a show locally last weekend. I'm just like, wow, this is insane.
Tell us about your first experience, like DJing a club. Like, just how did you feel? How did you handle the all emotions that came with that?
Yeah. So I was able to connect with a local DJ before I got booked. He sort of helped introduce me to everyone. He had a little studio at his house, and he was sort of just seeing if I actually could DJ. And then he, from then on there, he was just the guy that got me all the connections I needed around Sacramento.
Oh, wow.
But he hit me up on Instagram because I had Sacramento in my bio at the time. And he's like, no way, let's link up. And I think the night that he DM'd me, we actually linked up. But he was networking me, and then he got me on. It was like that weekend. He got me and added into the show that they were doing. They're like, we can't pay you, but we're happy to have you on. You know, for you to get some experience. So I actually went back to back with another DJ, and it went really well. It was awesome. Like I felt comfortable. I just sort of get in the zone. But I had already DJ'd parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was always playing genres I didn't really want to play. Like I'm more into the house music scene and UK garage. But
do you do any like techno or not really?
yeah, I dabble. It just depends on the crowd and the vibe. I think some clubs are built for certain music too. Like if I'm playing in a real like dark warehouse, then I'll probably rip some techno. But I don't know. It's a vibe sort of thing.
So like, how do you formulate your playlist? Like, let's just say it's a techno club. Like what goes into your thought process when it comes to constructing a playlist?
I like to find songs that I don't think anyone else is going to know, but I think that will move. I don't like to play stuff that everyone's going to know. I think every now and then, if you've lost a crowd, you got to bring them back with some remixes and some sing-alongs. But for the most part, I like to. I use SoundCloud a lot. Just like I click on a song that I like, and I go to the station or the radio, and then it'll show me songs like that, and you can go down to like a rabbit hole of just doing that. Yeah.
No, that's really cool that you actually, put the spotlight on some of these, I guess, underserved artists, because, everybody's already heard the mainstream names. So
that's right.
Too. Because you don't want to go to the club and hear the same songs every week. I know like certain DJs just will play the same song every set, and it would just get a bit annoying.
Yeah.
So with DJs, I know you kind of have to ride the vibe. So like, let's just say that you kind of noticed the audience is dropping off a little bit. Like, what are the tells that they're dropping off, and how do you pull them back in?
Yeah, people generally like leave the room, just go get a drink. I don't know, go to the toilet. But I think you can't have the energy at peak the whole time, because people need to do those things. So I like to slip in as filler songs every now and then, give them with a bit of hype, and then it'll die down naturally, and then recognize it, and then build it back up. So it's all about just controlling the vibes of the room. But
so it's like all about the mood of the venue or the arena that you're in.
And every crowd's different too. Some crowds I feel need more stimulation, especially if it's a younger crowd. Like when I did my headline show last week at a local club, it was very much an older crowd. Like it was probably average age was probably around 35.
Oh wow, okay.
I was able to play tracks out and DJ how I really wanted to, because I like to play tracks out, play with different grooves and stuff, and sort of control a vibe and a certain bass line. But I think a lot of the younger club goers, hearsay, but that I think they need more remixes, more vocals, more sing-alongs, more stimulation, just quicker transitions. But I definitely prefer like the older crowd when it comes to performing and playing certain stuff.
So like the younger crowd, they have shorter attention spans. They need more immediate engagement versus
got TikTok brain.
Yeah.
TikTok brain. Yeah, that's right.
Are you one of those DJs that do like a lot of talking and screaming, like everybody throw your hands up?
You might catch maybe if it's like a big show and there is a mic, I'll say, "What's up, everybody?" That's it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. I get too nervous. I don't know what to say.
Do you have like any gimmicks, like tricks of the trade that kind of uniquely identify you, or are you still kind of in the process of developing that?
Yeah, I'm still new, so that'll probably be something that just happens over time. But
right, like you got people like Dead Mouse with the whole situation going on.
And Dead Mouse also likes to give speeches during his set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every show last week, he ended his set like 5 minutes early just to rant about like his roof on his home. Just like funny.
Oh wow.
So like what was one of the biggest risks that you decided to take in the middle of a set, and did it pay off?
Um, yeah, I think sometimes you can like hard switch genres in the middle of a set. I think that always it's a cool thing I like to do maybe once a set, but I don't know, just switching from like house to some, I don't know, Miami bass or some um sometimes I'll stick a rap song in there or something, or old, or like a throw. I love chucking in a throwback like disco song. I think that's always fun. I think no matter who you are, no matter what you like, audio wise, like everyone likes disco. Everyone. That'll get a crowd moving for sure. If it's completely dead and you can't figure out the crowd, just play disco.
Just yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
like that's a sure bet.
yeah, absolutely. Play Funky Town, you'll get them back.
You're right.
So like in terms of like your experiences so far, like what would have been some of the more standout moments for you?
Definitely opening that sold out show. Being able to connect with other producers, high level producers too, um, and just getting experience at clubs, I would say. But I've been able to, and especially being signed by a label, like that was massive, because now I'm able to just pitch it straight to them and hopefully get a release. And like every time I finish a track, just send it over and see what they think. It's just, yeah, it makes everything so much easier. And yeah, I'm still working on curating my music portfolio, but yeah, no, it's been such a blessing for real.
So do you compose your own tracks, or do you mainly just play other people's tracks? What does that look like for you?
I only have about probably 15 of my own songs, 15 to 20. So I mix maybe 3 or 4 a night into my sets, but yeah, it's not completely all my own stuff, and I don't think I'd want it to be either. I think I like playing other people's stuff too.
No, I
'Cause
mean I think like at a club, you don't just want to hear one thing unless like it's
yeah,
like Moby or like just like someone that's like huge, huge,
yeah,
Daft Punk or something like that. Like I feel like everyone else, like they do want to hear, like you're saying, that disco track or
yeah,
that
absolutely,
that new hip hop song that's going on the radios. Like
yeah,
people, because people just want to. At the end of the day, people are going to a club to have fun.
yeah,
At least I think most people go to clubs to have fun. They just
yeah,
want to kind of get their brain, get their mind off of whatever's going on at work and whatever's going on that week. Just kind of shake it all off.
yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, people sometimes don't think about what the crowd wants to hear, and I think that's the biggest mistake that DJs can make, is just thinking about what songs they like, because then you end up playing the same songs and you're not like tailoring for the people that you're getting paid to entertain, because we are just entertainers at the end of the day. We're just on orcs but doing it professionally. Okay? But yeah, I don't know, I like to take a lot of things into consideration when I pick which music I'm going to play for sure.
So I know like a lot of people have the misconception that, DJs are just a guy with the playlist and, just playing songs that they've picked. But I know
Yeah,
there's a lot that goes into it, mixing, scratching, blending, so on and
definitely.
so forth. Can you explain to us like some of the, the more popular techniques that you use when running a set?
um I would say I actually keep it pretty simple. I mean, I don't know how to scratch. I don't know how to do a lot of things. I think I'll just learn them over time. But I mostly just use the filter knob. A high pass filter and reverb will basically get me where I want. If
Yeah,
I get
that's the secret trick, reverb.
yeah, if I get then I'll put the echo on 3/4 and then I'll do a backspin. But I don't know. That's really it. I don't really do much. Sometimes it has to be a hard cut, but only if it works with the song. Like if you've got 2 drops at the same time or something, if there's a big energy rise, then you can do that. But otherwise, it's always reverbed out.
Okay, so like the songs that you do compose, what style are those in? Is that mostly like house music?
I've got a I'm still sort of finding my sound. I started off making house. I've been producing since 2020, I think 2020 or 2021. And then after that, I started dabbling in a bit of UK garage. And then I went back to house and I released my first song on the label, which they have done such a great job like promoting my stuff. It's been like insane. The amount of reach that song has got, just
And what is your label right now?
The label that I'm with right now is Actuation, and they're based in the Netherlands.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which makes communicating a little bit tough because it's probably I think it's like completely opposite time zones. Like I only have like a 3-hour gap in the mornings to like and then it's done. Then they're clocked off.
They're clocked off, yeah.
Yeah, but they do such a great job, and they give me all the artist freedom that that I have. Like they don't try and control stuff and make changes in tracks.
That's great.
Like they'll give advice. They'll say, "Hey, this element's too loud. Turn that down a little bit." But they'll never make like big changes. Like
they're not making like creative decisions that maybe a producer would come in and say, "Hey,
yeah,
you know, you're doing X. I need you to do Z."
Yeah, basically that's it. And then yeah, they promote it. They put money into it, and it's just they do such a great job for real.
Wow.
Have they opened the doors for you to work with artists or producers that you probably would have never been able to on your own?
Not yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I have been working with a producer who's become one of my friends, and he's based in Louisiana. We've actually never met in real life, but power of Instagram allowed us to connect. And we've made a couple songs together. We're actually about to drop one tonight. And yeah, he's very talented. He has like 600,000 monthly listeners and got songs with millions of streams. So he's been he's very talented. And he's been a good mentor for me. I love that he gives the criticism that he gives when I send him a track. He will literally just say, "This sucks," or he'll "This element sucks. You need to change that." And sometimes it'll just be 5 negative comments. But like, it's so great because I would never know that. I hate.
But it's like real feedback. It's kind of like, you know, playing in bands. Like if you're out of the venue and you're playing a set and you could just tell like you're losing the crowd, and like, okay, let's do this old one, and then boom, you catch everyone back, kind of like you're saying with the DJing. Like you might be losing people, and then you just do like a hard switch up, and then you get everyone back on board. I've definitely seen that with my own bands. I've seen that with other bands. It's definitely a real thing.
Yeah, it's an art form to try and control the energy in a crowd. It's like an orchestra. It's like all the pieces have to fit together. You have to build it in a certain way. I played a gig a few weeks ago, and I was on from open to close, and that crowd was so interesting. Like they'd be in and out. It's like no one came to the club to sort of like see me because it wasn't promoted at all. So walking in, and I had to try and keep them there. And I was just like, a group would walk in, I'd play something to get them dancing, and then they'd be dancing. I'm like, now I got to keep them, and that was actually really tough. And the peak of the night when I started playing the Blade theme.
Oh man, that track, it's called like Blood something.
Yeah, Blood Rave or something.
Blood Rave, yeah.
That was.
I love that song.
Yeah, that was awesome. And oh, like what? Because they don't hear these sounds around Sacramento.
Yeah, no one's really pulling that out of their back pocket, probably.
No, I like people. I like introducing the Sacramento community to different sounds that they probably haven't ever heard. Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna stay in Sacramento, or is anything pulling you more to like LA or Orange County?
I'm actually moving back to Australia in 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
My visa ends as a student, so I have to. But a really great music city, so I'm really excited. There's a lot of massive DJs that I'm excited to potentially work with, and awesome clubs in Melbourne that just get so many people. And I think the Melburnians love the underground sort of sound, so I'm excited to just play stuff that no one's heard and people be like appreciating it. I think a lot of people like to hear stuff that they know more than don't know. That's what
So you're kind of returning as the hometown hero, like before you went as a, kind of like the college student trying to make it in sports, and now you're this big time DJ. Like, how do you think that they're going to receive you once you get back, and are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think I'm not even close to being a big DJ in Melbourne. Like, there's so many talented people, just like all the names in Australia. I think I right now in Sacramento, it's sort of like there's like a saying, it's like fish in a pond, like big fish, little pond, versus like,
oh yeah, big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Like, there's only so much. I feel like there's only so much reach in the city of Sacramento. Like, there's only 3 clubs that play like EDM, and I've played at all 3. I've had like 20 gigs throughout those. Yeah, so in Melbourne, I think there's over 100 clubs that play.
Oh man.
Yeah, so there's so many different areas, different events. There's like big festivals around there.
Now, are you planning on touring, maybe hitting up some cities like Berlin, Germany?
I would love to. I'd love to spend a bit of time up in Europe, especially because my label and my management are based in the Netherlands. And it just might make sense for me because they have a bunch of connections, and we'll just see how Melbourne goes first. And then if I feel like I need.
I mean, when I was younger, I was blessed to do a tour throughout Europe and the UK, and my favorite place was Berlin, Germany. It was just all the the rich history, the Berlin Wall, all that. It was just really, and then meeting people there, they were just so authentic. The Europeans that I met, and they were very open to my band's sound, and they really appreciated us traveling all the way over there to play for them. And it was just a really great experience overall.
Yeah, that's so sick. I would love to go to Germany because that's like where that's where the sound is most prominent
Right.
Yeah, I think it would be insane just to be within that community in Europe. I mean, I always look at different DJs that I like, and I'm like, oh, I wonder where they're from. Always Amsterdam. Always Berlin. Yeah, they have a nick for it out there, and they're really good.
So I'm sure like you're really a student of the game now that it's your career. So in terms of longevity, I know especially when you really blow up quickly, sometimes lessons can be missed, and you can make one wrong move and it's all over. So like, how are you planning to like really conduct yourself to make sure that you don't make that career altering mistake?
Well, I think while I'm still like on the brink, like I don't feel like I've necessarily made it as a DJ yet. I'm still in the making of my DJ career, and I think that when I go back to Australia, I'm going to have another job. I'm going to work somewhere just like part-time, just to make sure I have that regular, like, not going to put all my eggs into DJing and then just go broke and then just be that guy that's just trying too hard. Just like, I'll take it very seriously, but just allowing it to take its course naturally. And, if people like the sound I'm putting out, then they'll listen to it and it'll work out. But
yeah, that kind of makes me think of, I think they're from Australia, Tame Impala. Yeah. I remember reading an interview with that guy. I think his name's Chris. Is that
right? Forgot his name.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name. But yeah, he basically said in an interview that his dad, I think, was a professional musician or something to that extent. And he said, look, don't do it. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna, hate having music as being your job. But then he said his music just exploded. And he's like, I guess I'm gonna leave college and do music, So yeah. It kind of sounds like that's what's happening for you. You had you had one plan and then just like blindsided by this other career. And now you're like, you know what? If I keep going with this, I could actually, pick up some traction and like really make a go for it.
Yeah, and my parents have been super supportive throughout the whole thing. Like, they went like, "Don't leave college." I know I already have my psychology degree to fall on, but no, they were just saying like, jump at the opportunity while it's at high, because if I wait too long, then it might just be gone, and then it'll just
right.
So, yeah, I've been working at it as hard as I can. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing nothing because it's like there's only so much I can do. Like there were some mornings I'd wake up in the morning and then I'd make a song and I'd be finished this song. It'd be 10 a.m. I'd just be like, what am I doing for the rest of the day? It's like my job. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do after you've kind of made the song? You spend it like networking or looking for new songs?
Hanging out with my mates and playing games is pretty much just the rest of the day. I don't know, going to when I can. But
so do you think like when you move back and you get a little more serious about everything, you think you do like a lot more networking on Instagram or even LinkedIn? Yeah.
I always knew that here I had an end date, so I don't think I was ever thinking super long term in Sacramento. So I think I'll have a different sort of mentality once I hit Melbourne and know that I'm going to be there for a long period of time. It'll probably
Are you happy about that? Do you like Australia?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I miss it. I haven't been home in 5 years, so
wow.
I visited like once a year, but haven't lived there since I was 18. So
what do you, I know like when I went to Europe, I really appreciated just how real everyone was. And it's kind of like if you were walking down the street, no one's staring at you. No one's like looking over, oh, what's this guy got going on? Like in the US, like it's not like that in Europe. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. They don't really care that you're there. But in a nice way. It's not like, oh, I don't care about that guy. It's more just like, okay, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. How is that different from the US to Australia, or like you said, you're in California?
Like what am I gonna miss?
No, like what are the main differences between California and Melbourne?
Oh, the driving here is awesome because in Australia we have speed cameras and they will just give you a ticket in the mail. Like if you go past them, they don't need to pull you over. You'll just get one in the mail a couple weeks later, and they're expensive. Like,
oh wow,
if you're caught going like over 5 over, I think something like that, it's like a $500 fine.
Oh man,
that's kilometers too. So
wow,
yeah, and our highways are pretty slow. They're like probably 60 miles per hour maximum. So they're pretty slow, and you've got these robots that just send you tickets to your home. So here I like that you can just go with the flow of traffic, and it doesn't seem safe. It's just faster, and I like it. I think Sacramento especially has the weather is just always hot. Like I don't ever check the weather here. In Australia, you sort of have to, or in Melbourne especially, because you might have one day that's just blistering heat, and then the next day is going to be freezing, and your wardrobe will just depend on whatever it is. But yeah, I sort of like here, but I also miss rain because I don't think it's rained in a couple months. So
have you? I used to live out in California. Have you spent any time in Southern California, or has it all been Sacramento?
Yeah, I've spent a bit of time there, just visiting, just mainly tourist areas, and I played a show down in Huntington Beach a couple months ago.
It's a nice area.
Yeah, and I was able to do some work for a coffee company, Stoke. I was able to do some work for them at a music festival in Redondo Beach as well. So
LA, yeah.
Yeah, LA area. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, like you kind of mentioned that once you get back, you're thinking about having a part-time job, is it going to be like related to music, or is it maybe like cybersecurity, like something quote unquote stable, like accounting?
It'll probably be more casual than that. I think probably more something along the lines of being a barista or
little less stress than cybersecurity.
yeah, a retail working a morning job, but maybe not a barista, maybe just like a retail worker. I don't know, just something very casual. Yeah, that has a lot of flexibility, I would say.
So yeah, like when it came to you getting these brand deals, did they approach you like after you blew up, or did you say I'm gonna seek this out and you reached out to them?
Most of the time they were approaching. I didn't really have an idea. I think I reached out to a couple different brands, but most of the time they were the ones to approach, and I just had my email in my bio, and then they would.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and now I don't even have my email in my bio. I just have my management, and then they send it to my management, and then they're way better at negotiating than I am. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I'm sure.
You guys. So when I first started, like, I didn't know what stuff was worth. Like, I didn't. When people were like, "What's your like? I want to play this song in a video." It's like, "What's your rate?" I'm like, "I don't know." So obviously, as a person does, I go on Chat GPT and I'm like, "What is this post worth? These are my followers. This is how many views I'm getting." And they were like, "Okay, you need to charge like 15,000 for a post." I'm like, "No way, that's sick." So I like send them that, never get a response. Like, I think this is too high. Anyway, it's not 15 grand. It's nothing like that. It's way lower, but it's still way more than I was ever expecting to get from social media.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the hard part when you don't have experiences, like locking in on a rate that you're gonna actually get.
Yeah.
And I know it's easy to go low.
Yeah, I think I'm bad at the whole like bartering. I don't know what do you even call it, like bartering for like negotiating
Yeah,
prices.
Negotiating. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm bad at that because my management was able to pull in like posts that were like $500 to $600 more than what I was pulling in. And obviously they take a cut, but it's just like, yeah, they're still bringing in more bucks. Yeah, they do a great job, honestly.
Nice.
So like, did your management also just kind of reach out to you via Instagram, and like how did that actually go?
So
How did you?
my management's actually tied to my label, so they all work in the same group. They're like a group of I'd like to say 8 to 10 guys, and like I don't have one particular manager, but I have a management group, and they are also the label. So it's like everything just goes through them, and it's just
wow.
And they're all ex DJs and artists, and their whole thing is just it's sort of like stick it to the man sort of thing, like to the big labels, just how they like rip off their artists and everything. They're all about like fair deals and stuff for artists and artists first.
No, I think it's better, at least like as you're on the come up, to be on more independent type labels, because then you're really given that creative freedom,
Yeah.
from an indie label versus you get signed to, Island, Def Jam, Atlantic Records or whatever. They're going to be like, okay, we're going to have our producer X come in on Monday and you're going to go through the songs with him and he's going to tell you what we're going to use. And, I can't imagine that would be too much fun to have a producer come in and say like, okay, no. Okay. Yes. On that one. Okay. No, on that next one.
Yeah.
That to me, that'd be like just totally giving up your creative freedom completely and almost like selling out in a way. It's like, okay, now you're getting paid. So you're just going to do whatever the label wants you to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's so many cases where labels just try to get like milk as much as they can out of the artists. But fortunately for me, I don't have that situation. My label takes great care of me, and they're all great dudes, just living it up in some city in like northern Netherlands.
Who are some of the DJs that inspire you, and like what in particular do you take from them that you think you can apply to your own DJing?
I really like. I think my favorite DJ growing up was Calvin Harris. I just like the way that he makes different sounds. Like he has different aliases that makes like he has like an acid house alias called Lovery Generator, and he's I don't know. I just think he's a very talented guy. Just does it all himself. And just his variety, I think, is the most inspiring thing because I don't want to get stuck making one sound. So if I can make a whole different sort of stuff and people just trust whatever, because it's they just like if you see something's Calvin Harris, you just trust it. But I think with the sound that I'm liking most right now, I think Ned Bennett, he's a big DJ from Australia. I think his sound and his sets for DJing just is what inspires me the most for sure.
Awesome. Like I know in entertainment, a lot of the entertainment feels like having a certain look is very important because that kind of identifies you. Have you spent like a lot of time really honing in on like your stage gimmick or your look, how you're gonna dress, and so on and so forth?
Not really. I think I'm always caught wearing jorts, but that's only because I don't have many pairs of shorts here. So I guess jorts and maybe soccer jerseys have become a thing, but that's going to be short-lived. I'm about to move to Melbourne where it's not very warm. So I don't know. I don't really have anything like that yet. I just try to make sure I do the best job possible. And if people are having a good time and if people are dancing, then I'm doing my job. So, I see it as a job. And yeah, people like, I don't know. Some DJs like to get really hammered before their sets, but it's like if I'm paying to see a DJ and they're getting hammered, it just doesn't seem right,
Yeah. No, I think you should try to be like as clear as you can be when you're performing. Afterwards, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But like while you're actually performing, like be there right with the crowd and like be feeling the energy from the crowd and just kind of going about it in more of like a sober way.
Yeah, like the tickets to the event that I played at a couple weeks ago, it was like they got up to like $200 resale, and they were sold out. It was just insane. Someone bought $1,000 ticket just to sit behind.
Wow.
I'm just like, if I'm not putting my best foot forward for this, like, what am I doing? Yeah.
So I know, like in this modern age, I think it's very important to have like multiple streams of income. So have you also like spent time building your merch lineup or any of these alternative sources of income, or is that something you plan on doing?
That's probably something I plan on doing when I'm back in Australia. It's just easier for tax purposes just to be like in the country that I'm a citizen of and earning money. But yeah, that's something that could be easier down the line. But I also work here. I live in the dorms in my university right now. That's where I've done all this from. And I work at the dorms. I'm an RA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm an
Is that fun or what's that like?
I don't really like it. If my boss is watching, then I love it. But
right.
No, I've done it for a few years now, and it's just you get tired of dealing with the same sort of resident conflict stuff. And I also work for the IT department on campus to earn a bit extra cash as well. So I've always had multiple forms of income.
Yeah, because I feel like when you're doing music, I've been doing music since I was like 14 years old. You always need a side hustle. You always need something else to pay the bills. I mean, I've worked in sales, tech industry. Now I'm back to teaching. But it's very, I guess you would say, non-linear. It's not really like, okay, I'm gonna like make this record and then it's gonna blow up and then I'm gonna do a world tour. Like it doesn't really happen that way. For me, I moved to LA at 22, got a meeting with a manager that owned this really big studio in West Hollywood, and we totally blew it because the guy was super interested and my singer had throat problems. So we went a whole 6 months without talking to this guy. And then finally, after 6 months, I email him and I'm like, hey, are you still interested? and no response. So that's the thing. Like things move fast, you know?
Man, they do. And it's like, I don't, that's why I want another job too. It's just because it's like, nothing is, I feel, guaranteed unless I've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 massive tracks that are just generating constant income, and then I have a bit of security. But I feel like I'm constantly just going to be living on the edge. It's a bit of a gamble, but that's why I want that extra job, just so I have that regular income flow in, because otherwise it's just, I don't know, scary.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's just say like you do really blow up and you get this massive wad of cash. We all kind of heard the horror stories of people, they make a lot of money and then they blow it soon after, you know, buying these expensive cars, so on and so forth. Like, do you kind of have an idea of, hey, I want to invest my money like this, or I'm going to live beneath my means? Like, how do you plan on approaching it? Like when you do really get to that financial level you've been seeking?
Yeah. My girlfriend's really good with money, so I think I would just sort of let her give me advice. But I think we've always talked about investing in property and owning different rental houses around the world, and because we want to travel a lot. I think if I'm going to spend money on anything, it'll be travel, just because I love traveling. And if I can get paid to travel, like if I can do certain gigs out in certain countries, then I think that would be sick.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, you know, just based off everything I've learned about you, I think you have a very bright future ahead, and you just need to like keep your head down and just keep going for it, you know, because
Yeah.
if you're getting the responses on Instagram, on TikTok, you know, that's just like a sign that like things are going well. People are noticing your talent, and you could take it as far as you want to go, depending on, you know, how serious you are. Right.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, it's definitely exciting, and I hope it all pans out and works out. But yeah, I just got to work as hard as I can. I can't put my foot off the gas just because I don't know. I feel like something's happening. I just got to keep going, because there's always someone bigger. And like, even like, I was so happy to open for that DJ for that big event, but then at the same time I'm just like, I played sports my whole life. I played college basketball, and just I'm not satisfied till it's my show. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the one who is,
you want to be the headliner.
The headliner. Yeah.
That's kind of like this one singer, his name is Father John Misty. He was a drummer for that indie folk band called Fleet Foxes. So he was their drummer for a while, but I think, you know, secretly he always wanted to be that lead singer. So he ended up leaving, and now his project is really big. But so I think we're all built for, you know, different stages of everything. Like for me, I like to be in the background. That's the drummer's role. You're just back there holding down the beat, keeping the time, keeping everyone moving. So I like that. Like I couldn't imagine being a lead singer or like a lead guitarist or anything like that. It's a totally different feel.
That's so funny, because it reminds me of the fact that, like, before I blew up, I hated the aspect of social media. Like, I only downloaded TikTok just so I could promote DJ stuff. Like, I didn't even have TikTok. It's like, I still forget to post on TikTok sometimes. When I do a post, I try to make it even on both, but sometimes I just forget. And then I hated the social media part. I hated putting myself out there, because I was just scared of, I don't know, judgment or whatever. Just shy. And then,
I think that's the first hesitation. Like the first time I put a drum video up on YouTube, I'm like, oh man, like people are gonna rip me apart and say I'm not good and all that. But all the comments were positive, so it made me realize, oh, okay, it's not as scary as you would think it is.
And that's what I found. And I was sort of starting to realize that, you know, the way I use social media, I'm just scrolling, and I'll see a video which will like shock me, and 5 minutes later I won't even remember it. It's just like, no one's really caring that much. Like, they might, I don't know, I get the occasional comment of disapproval, but it's like, who cares? It's like they don't.
Well, it's like And, you know, to me, the saying is, haters make you famous. So
Yeah,
the more people you have hating on you, the more, you know, visibility you probably have, and the
yeah,
better you're actually probably doing than you think you even are.
yeah,
So I think in some ways we need to embrace the haters, because I've even had someone come at me, you know, not live, but I had someone try to tear me up on Instagram after they saw maybe one of my drum videos. I'm not sure what they saw, but they tried to rip me up like they knew me. And I was like, all right, forget this guy. I blocked him and I reported him, and his
mm,
account got deleted within like a week.
that's
So
sick.
I felt like I won
Yeah,
in that situation.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I have a couple of hate comments, but a lot of the time when there is a hate comment, it's just like I've got a bunch of people in my comment section that are just like, stop. It's like they're backing me up, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of times you have like 500 positive comments. Why give your energy to the one negative comment?
yeah.
Why not
I
pour
don't
the
know.
energy? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like human nature, right? We like to focus on the negative a lot of the times for some reason.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. It doesn't at all. Like the comments, I just think they're funny. Just like someone's gone out of their day just to. I don't know.
Have you ever been like reading through the comments and you know it was a critique, but it was valid. Like, hey, this is actually good advice. I'm gonna take it. Have you
Yeah,
ever?
sometimes we'll get a video where it's like the transition could have been a bit better, but we know yeah, we know. Like we'll take some stuff, and sometimes we do get good advice. Sometimes we get DMs just like suggesting certain transitions, and I think yeah, there's been a couple videos where it has been from suggestions completely, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow.
I like to respond to as many people as I can too. I don't like to think that I have a big head because I have followers. I think that's silly because I don't feel any different. My life
Yeah.
hasn't like that much. Like I'm still in the dorms. I'm just DJing at clubs now, and I could get to make music better. I don't know. Like
No, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I just get the sense that you're focused, and you know this is something that you really want to do. Y-
yeah,
You know, like for me, I always wanted to do music. It didn't quite work out how I thought it would, but you know, now I teach, and I really I've found a whole new love for teaching music, for teaching drums. So I'm grateful for that, you know, because I don't know, maybe if things took off with a band, I wouldn't be teaching at all. And so, you know, you kind of got to look at it like, well, one thing happens and that leads to the next thing. And in hindsight, it's so easy to say, oh, I should have done X. I should have talked to this guy. I should have gone over here. But in the moment, we're so close to the situation that I feel like it's like having blinders on. Like it's impossible to see because you're way too close to it.
yeah, yeah. That's so true. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. It still feels surreal to me that this is all about. I just take every day as it
Yeah.
comes. I don't
Have
like
it.
far
Oh,
into
go
the.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't like to look too far into the future. I just like to live every day as it
Yeah.
happens.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a period of time where it's just like every day I wouldn't even be sleeping right. I was waking up at like 6 a.m. just to check my emails, just to see which brands have reached out, like what opportunities have happened. It was really exciting, but it was just I had to learn to just calm down a little bit and
Yeah.
just live in the moment. Like
Exactly. It's all about being patient.
yeah, that's it.
So like now that, you know, before you were kind of doing other things and pursuing DJing as a hobby, now your hobby's your main thing. Like what do you do with your free time when you're not DJing?
Well, right now I've just been watching the World Cup. I feel like that has been awesome. Um, I've been literally just like sitting around just watching soccer. But it's been fun. I think what else do I do with my free time? Video games. I don't know. I don't have a car, so there's not a lot I can do.
Okay. What
Yeah.
what kind of games you into? You like stuff like Borderlands 2 or
I've been playing FIFA. recently.
Okay.
The World Cup playing FIFA, but I don't know. Always played just a variety of things. I think
Or like Skyrim.
I was playing Marvel Rivals for a hot minute, and then Call of Duty, stuff like that. I don't know, just regular normal games. Fortnite.
Yeah.
So so it seems like your DJ career has kind of really afforded you to kind of just be able to sit back a little bit and enjoy life versus
Yeah, well, that's the reason I actually don't have to be in America right now. I took like one sort of like BS summer class just so I could be in America, so I didn't have to go experience winter because I wanted to just stay here. So yeah, most of the time I'm just hanging out with mates. I don't know, just relaxing, getting food. That's
living the dream.
Nothing crazy, yeah.
No, that's nice, man.
So one thing I noticed when a lot of, since the World Cup is going on, a lot of people are coming here to America and they're really, I guess, astounded by the food because there's so much variety. Is that something that really stood out to you once you came to America, just the variety that you have access to, or is it you have that same variety in Melbourne?
Melbourne's just such a great food city. And especially, I think here there's a lot more chains, and back home it's just all like independent restaurants, which I think is cool. And I think, but here, like the burgers, I think I fell in love with Costco at one point. I think that was, I was so excited to go to my first Walmart too. We don't have stuff like that. We just have like grocery stores, like only food,
like mom and pops and stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm from the country too. I'm not even from the city, so it's even more low key where I am. So yeah, I don't know. Here, there's a lot going on. I don't know where I'm from. 1,000 people, and there's not much going on. I live out of town. I live on a little bit of land out of town. So like here, it's just like I feel like I'm in a busy area right now. I'm not even in a busy area. Because when I go down to LA or San Francisco and the traffic is just...
Oh, man. The 405.
Yeah. Or there was a drive to... I've had the drive from San Francisco to Sacramento, and I've done that in like an hour and a half or less. And then there was one time it took like 5 hours. It was just in the car just forever on a complete standstill going through Davis. And it was
wow. Have you ever visited like Santa Barbara?
Yeah, I went there once. I went to that little festival they have. It's called Deltopia. Yeah, that.
Or what about like Ojai?
Never been to Ojai. What's Ojai?
It's kind of like more of a hippie type of a city.
Yeah,
or town. Yeah,
there's places up here like that. It's called Nevada City or something. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many like different places here. Like tomorrow, I'm going up to Tahoe, and
nice.
Like less than an hour drive, and I'm gonna go watch the golf, the celebrity golf tournament. I think LeBron's up there right now, so if I can see LeBron, I'll just life complete, But I think Steph Curry is playing in it. I don't know. It'll be cool. My friend had a spare ticket, so we're going up.
Awesome, man. But yeah, we're at the top of the hour. Before we get out of here, did you want to leave our audience with any closing thoughts?
Well, I've had a great time talking to you guys, and thank you so much for having me. It's been great. My first ever podcast.
Oh man, awesome.
All right.
You did a great job.
There we go.
And where's the best place for our audience to find you at?
So you can find me on Instagram at Haux on Aux. It's HAUX on AUX. And then it's the same on TikTok. And then my Spotify is just Haux. That's it.
Okay.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we have to bring you back sometime as you continue to progress in your career because we're definitely interested in your journey.
Yeah, thank you very much.